Welcome back to another episode of a Wanderer's Way podcast. This is your host, Dustin. Thank you for joining me. And today we are going to talk about anime on Netflix versus Hulu and which platform provides the better anime as a whole. All right, so which is better for anime, Netflix or Hulu? That is what we're going to decide right now. So let's start off with if you're looking for a platform that's great for anime, for the coverage, really your best bet is to actually subscribe to something like Crunchyroll. But if you're going to look for one of these platforms and which is actually better, it's based on if you're a binge watcher or not. That is literally the deciding factor. Do you like to sit there and just binge watch, or do you actually like to have the newest episode? So, for example, Netflix, that is for binge watching. So, if you're waiting for the newest episode to be uploaded, you're going to be greatly disappointed, and you won't be able to keep up with anything until 6 months to a year or something like that, after the season's already complete, and then they'll get the entire season put on there and you can just binge watch the entire season of that anime. Whereas Hulu, when the day of the release for the anime is out, the following day it'll be released onto Hulu, so you can keep right up with that newest anime, the newest episode. Everything's good, in my opinion. I would prefer the Hulu way because I'm used to that. Back in the day, that's all I did with Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho on Toonami. When I was a kid, just sit there and be excited, be disappointed at the end that that's the end of the anime, and I need next week to come faster. So I'm used to that, and I do like the binge watch too, but not the newest stuff. I like the binge watch when it comes to older stuff that I've already seen, and I just kind of want to rewatch it and relax. So now when you're talking about a bigger variety of anime available, I will definitely go with Hulu for that. Hulu has a higher selection of anime and a wider range of variety for genres. So if you're looking for a great romance or slice of life anime, you are not going to find it on Netflix. You might find a couple, maybe 3 or 4. When you go to Hulu, you'll find a huge variety. Heck, sometimes you're just trying to search through and figure out which one is actually better because they have such a high selection. And you can, the majority of them you can actually binge watch on Hulu because a lot of them are much older and they're not the new ones. But if you're looking for something like Attack on Titan, and you want to see the newest episode, Hulu is the way to go. But if you just want to binge watch, or if you can wait, that's all to you. So Netflix would be your best bet. Also, I think it also comes down to price. I'm not sure what Netflix is at right now. The last time I remember, I was paying $8 or $9 for it. And I think someone said that it just went up in price again, so it's at maybe 10? Is that what it is? I'm not sure. So Hulu has 2 different options. And a majority of people think that if you get Hulu, you're always going to have advertisements. That is actually false. That is with the $5.99 or $6.99 plan. You actually are paying that lower cost for advertisements. It's not too bad, but the problem is that for you, it's politics time for an election. You're going to see those every single time, and it does get frustrating. So I upgraded because I really hate seeing politics, especially advertisements of the same thing over and over and over throughout every episode. But Hulu, you pay $11.99 ad-free. And you have a huge variety. So that's the plus side about it. I think you are paying $2 more for Hulu over Netflix. But to me, it's worth it. I never was a big fan of Netflix. Like little things here and there, yeah, but I was never the Netflix fan, so Hulu is my choice. Now, I'd like to see what you guys think on this if you've experienced something different. I know Netflix does have Netflix original anime now, but the majority of them I'm not a fan of. Within the last 6 months, I haven't caught up with anything, but I'm not a fan. And I really hate the anime that they bring up on Netflix. The majority of them, like, let's see, the ones that have like that 3D computerized. No, not a fan. Now, the Godzilla ones, I did see those, and I actually thought that was actually really good. Good storyline, long. But if you're looking for the anime movies, I would say Netflix is definitely a better platform for the animated movies. Hulu, they have a few on there. Some good ones, but not a huge selection. I think Netflix actually boasts a higher variety of the anime movies. Yeah. But all to be said with is that if you're looking for high variety, binge watching, and to be able to catch up with the newest episodes of an anime, Netflix and Hulu is just not your spot. You will have to have like a subscription for something like Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is the best. You can't fail. As an anime fan, Crunchyroll is the path to go. All right, we're going to move into anime movies that are upcoming. And this one here is coming out on July 2nd, which is not that far along, and just in time for the holiday weekend. And it's on a Friday. And this is The Seven Deadly Sins, Cursed by Light. You know that one's going to be pretty good, as long as the animation is not all messed up. Like, oh man, that last season. Disappointing. So hopefully they corrected it this time. And then we got in August 6th, we have a new My Hero Academia movie. Looks like number 3, World Heroes Mission. So that's another one to push forward of the series, which has become really popular of late. It was always popular, but I mean, like, it seems to be pushing even further up in popularity, especially among my friends. Like, a lot of them didn't really care for it, but now, since after the 4th season, they've pretty much gotten into it now. Then you have a new Fate. Go figure. More messed up timelines and everything, and confusion. Some of them are good, but I can't keep track of it anymore. But looks like Silver Link will be handling the animation production this time. It doesn't have a really release date except summer 2021, so I don't know if it's come out already or not, because I haven't kept up on anything lately. Not at all. So it looks like the fall of this year, we have a new Sword Art Online movie called Progressive, Aria of a Starless Night. So that should be interesting. I can't say I am the biggest fan of Sword Art. There's a lot that I dislike about it, and then there's some that I do enjoy, certain the characters. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be another popular one that's going to be coming out. And it looks like in September we have Ryoma Rebirth movie, The Prince of Tennis. I have not watched a single episode of this anime, so I can't even put input on this at all. Don't know. Don't even know at all. But here's a good one here for December 24th of this year. We have Jujutsu Kaisen movie. So this should be hitting pretty well, you would think. 'Cause, that's all I've been hearing about pretty much all year. I have yet to watch it. Please don't be mad. I've just been too busy with work. But yeah, I will be catching up sometime soon. Looks like waiting for next year. Doesn't have a release date yet. It's called Yuru Camp movie. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. And we have another Dragon Ball Super movie. So there's no selective release date yet, but it will be next year. And I guess this is supposed to be the movie that helps the anime season actually come back. I remember after the Broly was made, Toriyama stated that he wants to make another movie before Dragon Ball Super returns. To me, I would rather have Toriyama do the anime itself. If he's not going to be doing it, I don't want Dragon Ball Super to come back at all. So, yeah, it was terrible the first time around. I don't want it back. Like I said, if Toriyama does it, I'm all for it then. All I know it's going to be bringing something back canon, and I'm hoping it's going to be something actually good. I know there was a video out there not too long ago that kind of showed, but not much was really known about it, I guess, and didn't really help. But I do know there's another Madoka Magica movie coming, but there's not much information on it yet. But it is a direct sequel to the 2013 anime film. So if you're looking for that, there you go. That should be right down your alley. And the last one I'm going to talk about, which also does not have a release date yet. It doesn't even say next year or this year, but it's going to be a Black Clover movie. That one's going to be nice. I love the anime. I know I hear a lot of people talking good and bad. There's people that are not fans of it, and then there's people that are fans. And one of the things that I see about Black Clover is the same thing about Fairy Tail of why people don't like it. Apparently, people are not about that whole friendship idea. I personally like it. You know, there are some corny, normalized, generalized anime out there, but Black Clover and Fairy Tail I think are really good. Yes, it's all about friendship, but I personally like them both. I'd like to know what you guys think about the anime. Are you for it or are you against it, and why? With that being said, this is going to end this episode today, and I hope you will go back, if you haven't already, and listen to the previous episode. I personally think it was my best episode I've done, and there's some really important stuff that I threw out in there. That being said, you guys have a good weekend.